Sharks. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Sterling.
And I'm Lee from New Orleans, Louisiana. We're seeking $300,000 for 20% equity in our company, Tabby. Sharks, you may not believe it, but these handsome men have been ripped to shreds on general dating apps, all because of something they love.
Pussy. Cats.
Here are real messages these successful, passionate guys have gotten on general dating apps.
My friend says you have 4 cats. That's 4 red flags.
Ugh, do you sleep with that thing?
Would you be willing to give up your cats for me?
Studies show that men who have cats in their profile photos perform worse and get fewer matches on general dating apps.
No.
That's why we created Tabby, the cat person's dating app. All right, boys, go be yourselves. Tabby is a safe space. Tabby is a familiar dating app. You swipe left or you swipe right on people, but it also has a specific area asking you about your cats.
Like, how much do you spend on your cat a month, or does he or she sleep in the bed with you every night?
Of course she does. All my cats do.
Tabby also provides a community space for everyone on the app, the Cat Tree, where you can share your favorite cat-friendly cafe or suggest date ideas.
Like volunteering at Sterling's nonprofit or curling up with me and my 4 kitties and a nice bottle of wine.
So, Sharks, say goodbye to these local adoptable kittens for now. The boys will be right back. And join us as we help people determine who they want to spend the rest of their 9 lives with, based on their look for cats with Tabby.
Now, look, I always say it's so good to get super niched in with your avatar, right? And if you haven't figured out who your avatar for your business is, go over to superjoepardo.com/avatar and get my free PDF guide to like work. It's a workbook. You fill it out. You will get really clear on who you're targeting. I'm not a cat person. I'm not a cat person. When I was little, I wanted a cat, and then as I got older, I got allergic to cats, and it just never materialized for me. So I love this idea because I'm such a big proponent of there are riches in the niches. And while there might not be a incredible amount of, cat people that are to that level of sleeping with their 4 cats or whatever, but there's probably enough people that are fanatical about cats. I mean, the internet, what do you go to the internet for? To see cats. Cats doing funny things. I mean, maybe that's faux pas from like 2010 or whatever, but it's not faux pas. The comment that we're going to feature at the end from down below in the comment section at the end of this video, and check out their website and social media. So we'll see how they're doing. But yeah, I very much think that this is a good idea. As long as the monetization's there, but the valuation might be a little on the high side there.
It seems crazy to me. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, actually, I started a different dating app a few years ago. I first started Dig, the dog person's dating app. After growing that with my sister for a few years, we are now in acquisition conversations with a dog food company.
Wow.
Over those few years, we heard from a lot of cat people. One of the things we learned was that there aren't places like dog parks for cat people to go out and meet each other. And there's this stigma around cat people.
That's terrible.
Are the rest of you guys doing Dig also?
No, we're strictly here on Tabby. Both of us actually work as social media influencers. I work as Nathan the cat lady, as you can see by the cutout behind me. And then I met Sterling at one of the cat conventions, and we kind of hit it off.
I go by Sterling Trap King Davis. Trap King named after my cat rescue nonprofit. I am one of one. Cat rescue is usually something done by middle-aged white women. I am the only black man that you will see that sold everything and lives out of his vehicle and rescue cats.
Good for you.
How many cat owners are there in the first place?
Great question. 17 million single cat owners in the U.S.
A lot of people don't know how many cat people are actually out there because most of us are ashamed to come out with it.
I'm a cat lover. I do not understand why there is cat shame at all. Why is there cat shame?
I have no idea.
Because it's not cool, Lori.
Oh, it's so not right.
Your cat
Cats
down the
are
street.
so cool.
Okay.
There
Can
is
you give
no
me some
animal
statistics?
cooler than a lion.
When did you get started? How many people are using the app? What have you learned so far?
So last summer, we had the opportunity to launch Tabby because we won the $1 Million Dating Project.
What is that?
It is a grant from a dating platform company, and they gave us $50,000 in equity-free grant money to be able to market the platform. And we could use their platform, put our branding on it, then market from there. We launched on International Cat Day on this pre-made platform.
Of course you did.
I love
When
it.
we launched, there were a massive amount of problems on the platform.
Oh, good. I hate when that happens.
Yes. When we
Well, anybody that's done anything in the tech space absolutely knows that things do not go the way that you plan them to, especially when technology is involved. There's always going to be something else, right? And especially now where, back in the day, it was like everybody had a computer monitor and that was what you optimized for. Now you got cell phones, tablets, if you have an app, if you have an app that works on iPad or Android OS, the Android tablets OS and Android phones and Mac and Linux and Windows and Chrome and Firefox and Microsoft Edge and all these different factors, and things just do not work the way that we as the end users get to experience them. So, but it is kind of maybe a little telling that somebody who already had Lee having experience in the dating app world or dating site world, would have those issues out of the gate like that. I'm a little surprised, but again, I think it also is a good lesson on it can happen to anybody. It doesn't matter how much experience you have, mistakes and Murphy will, show up.
We first launched, that platform had all of the development made. We brought our branding. They built something that was built to the web and wasn't exactly made for mobile. And it's, we went into it.
Okay, you gave us the excuses. Now get to the numbers.
Okay, sure. We had 31,000 users on the app. We made $43,000 in revenue. 17,000 of that was from subscriptions, and 25,000 of that was from our first integration partner. And then since then, we've not been marketing as we've been building out the next version of Tabby.
And are you still on their platform?
What I wanted to do was come to you guys today and tell you we want to switch to a new platform. That urgency increased entirely in the past few days when they terminated our contract early.
Oh, good. It is hitting the fan.
No.
Since then, because of all the issues especially, we went out and we sourced the best team. We built an entirely new app with our new development
Okay,
team.
well, that's great. So, but when are you ready to release?
It's already under review by Apple right now, so it
Got
should
it. So
be
you're ready to
whenever they're
pop
done
out.
in the next 2 weeks.
Is it a monthly subscription?
Yes, it's $19.99 a month, and
Oh,
it goes
that's
down over the next 3 months.
$19.99.
Well, is that expensive or not?
In the dating industry right now, that's not
No, but-
extraordinarily expensive.
but for a
It's pretty
startup, it's
average for regular
expensive.
premium subscriptions.
How much money have you raised to this point?
Hold on, before they get there, I don't think that's expensive. And the reason is because, again, when you're super targeted into a niche and you are pumping everything you can to make it like really special for that demographic of people, they're going to be willing to pay. I don't think $20 is a lot, and they're solving a problem that apparently people have with cats. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is. And I think if you're to that level of cat person, or you're to that level of any, like, I'm into this niche or that niche, you're gonna be willing to pay to have access to people that are like you and get it. I don't think it's expensive. And the thing is you could, when you start with something that might be perceived as kind of high, you can do an introductory price. You could be like, hey, we're doing a flash sale right now. It's $10 a month. Jump in. Let's go. And get, a big user base. Because if you don't have, with this kind of setup, if you don't have a big user base, usually if you don't have a bunch of women, then the guys aren't going to come. So maybe you make it $10 for the women and $20. This is like the club, or your first 100 women are free.
For Tabby, we've raised no money other than the equity grant.
See, to me, that's the problem, right? Because you had to funnel everything and do everything on this other platform for $50,000. That's impossible. And now here you are scrambling. As Nirav will tell you, and all of us will tell you, growing an app is difficult, competitive, and really expensive unless you just find a unique niche, and maybe you guys can make it take off virally, but it's really, really hard. And so for those reasons, I'm out.
Look, I wish you all the best. Anytime you can connect people and animals and create more love in the world, it's a wonderful thing. But it's not for me. I'm out.
That's tough.
What we have right now is the car, the keys, the map, the drivers. We need the rocket fuel to be able to take off, right?
You got no gas, and you got no money for gas.
We would love some money for gas.
We all love the passion. But I will tell you, from starting next door and growing it to over 50 million registered users, it's very, very difficult to get distribution. You need to find a way to break through the noise of all those existing dating apps and make a name for yourself. I think you probably have a long way to go to really build a breakthrough tech app, and for those reasons, I'm out.
I mean, that is one of the difficult things, right? So sometimes it's not enough to just have the niche, because like Match.com could just create tomorrow create a filter. I'm looking for women of this age that have 2 cats. Now, is that going to be like, maybe they need to create a filter where it's like, are you super fanatical about cats? Are you, this or that? I think there's something to it, and I think that the reason that I don't know. I'm not quite sure. And really, Lee, Nathan, and Sterling, I would love to have one or all of you come here on the show to give an interview. It would be an honor to have one or all 3 of you come here to talk more about this. But when I think about the dog thing, I think there's a strong desire for people to connect with dogs because they take dogs for walks, they go to the park, like they mentioned in the episode, But to that also, I mean, it still seems like a filter kind of thing. So it almost kind of like, even having the dog food company buy into something like this, or if you had a cat food company, it's almost like it's basically a marketing write-off at that point for them. And with that's not a bad thing. I mean, you can have a great exit on that potentially, but it is, at the end of the day, it all comes down to how many users do you have, and then how many users are actually paying you. And getting people to do anything, get out of their normal habits, is extremely hard. It's to be able to create FOMO. To me, what I would be looking to do is like, hey, we're gonna do some because of the illness. We're gonna do some outdoor events at like parks and things where you take your cat. I don't know, they have cat leashes, I think, and like get people together and really develop that community, and maybe try to smash those norms, right? Utilize your social media influence to smash the norms of, cats are cool, they're great on the internet, but anybody that has more than 1 cat is a crazy cat person. How do we smash that stigma and get through that? And again, I'm not a cat person, but if I wasn't allergic to it, maybe to them, maybe I would be. But I think that's going to be the key there.
Let me take a stab at it this way. I invested in a deal called Base Paws at a $2 million valuation. We're raising $10 million at a $40 million valuation now, and she has built a huge database of cat owners. We may have the largest cat database in America, and I have become a cat lover because it has cash flow. I love cash flow.
Cat flow.
Cat flow.
Cat flow, yes.
So here's an offer for you, and this is the way I'm thinking of structure.
Wow, did not see this coming.
I'm going to offer you $300,000 for 30%, okay? It may be better if you had maybe America's biggest cat database on your side. That's my offer.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
What does
That's
that
a good
mean?
offer, guys. You're starting from scratch here. That's a great offer.
That is a great offer. Would you consider doing 25% and meeting us in the middle?
Come on, Kevin, have a heart.
No is my answer.
Yeah, see, he has access to this huge database that they don't, and when you're going back to the niches and the riches thing, having access to that will is like lighter fluid for their rocket going forward. And I look forward to checking out their website and stuff at the end.
The problem for me is I'm not really a tech app expert. That's not really my background or
But
my
you're a cat
thing.
person, Lori. Come on.
I don't have as
Do it
much
for the
to
cats.
offer. I hate saying this because Kevin does have that company, Base Paws, where I think could be helpful to you. And so, because I want to do the best for cats that I possibly can, I will step aside for the cat hater, but who can be the cat helper.
What a lot of noise.
I'm out.
It's a long way to say
Kevin's
sorry.
giving you cash plus distribution because
Yeah.
a partnership with his company will give you traffic. And that's the only thing you need when you start this company. You have everything else.
Kevin, it sounds like a perfect deal, and we'd love to take it and work with you.
Yeah, there you go.
Congratulations. We're going to check out their website in a second here. Again, I'd love to have one or all 3 of you come here for an interview.
It's great. Nice meeting you guys, too. A lot of social work to do here.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much.
Love it.
Oh, I knew there'd be
That's
one
what I'm
cat lover.
talking about, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
This is wonderful.
Kevin, I think you're really going to help her. What I see is you promoting the app with a picture of you with a hairless cat.
I want you to understand something. I am building a cat empire.
Yes.
I'm the king of the litter.
Yeah, the litter. Which litter? Litter box or the litter birth thing going on? All right, Cat's Person's dating app from Tabby I've seen in a bunch of places already. They've gotten quite a bit of fanfare apparently. So they have a video showing you how it works. Let's see, where's the pricing? They have a partner with us. That's pretty smart, especially now that they were just on Shark Tank and they're probably looking for additional outlets to get it. And they even have a link to the Dog Person's dating app, which is pretty cool to have. Again, I always like seeing faces. In this case, you got a cat. I'd like to see an owner with the cat. I think that like cat and then a person over here, something to that effect. Or a picture like this one up towards the top. Just so that it shows, that it's, or maybe even two. You have one guy, one girl, or two guys, two girls, whatever. You just get two people up there. So it looks like it's strictly just the app. So let's see if let's go to the iOS store. It's got 4.5 rating, eight ratings already. Let's see, a little buggy is some of the feedback, but that was in 2020. It's curious let's see, is there worst dating app, mostly a money grab. Initially, I thought this app had so much potential. Then I realized I can't receive or send messages without upgrading to the paid version. Oh, well, that's pretty much like every app. That's unfortunate. So that's I wouldn't even take that. But yeah, the big fan of the layout apparently as of August 5th, which is great. Let's check out Instagram, 8,000 followers. That's pretty good. I feel like they could definitely be doing more. I love seeing all the faces though, but I feel like there needs to be more of like this. See, look, you see guy, cat, boom. Guy, cat, 2,600 plays. Guy, cat, 1,000 person 245. I don't want to be making assumptions on gender. I apologize to anybody, not my intention. But we'll see what I'm saying. Like you put faces with the cats. All of a sudden, you got yourself a lot more engagement going on there. Twitter, 168 followers. But they actually post pretty regularly to Twitter, but not as much engagement as Instagram and Facebook. They got 1,500 likes, and they got October 11th. Okay, they posted today. They've been posting pretty regularly, but it's hard to get through Facebook, that's for sure. But yeah, awesome job. Just like I get awesome comments down below from people like Muhammad. Congrats on 2K subs, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who's been watching and supporting the channel. It is growing at a rapid pace. We are going to the moon, literally. Let's go. Anyway, I'm going to let you go and go check out one of these videos over here, and I will see you over there. Take care.